Once again, today we would like to dwell on the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, the functions that it performs as a body being established by the Educational Regulatory Body Act, the year 2023. What are the functions that it performs? That are things that we are going to look in these tutorials. Stay tuned till the end of the video and get to know. Subscribe, like, and share. So we are going to look at the functions of the NaCCA, the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. It was also part of the regulatory body that was given powers to perform these functions. One of the functions that it performed is that it determined the goals, the aims, and the structure of courses at the various level of the pre-tertiary education. So any course that is being offered or any program that is being offered in the pre-tertiary education, it is the responsibility of the NaCCA to guide or to give recommendation for any course to be taken in the pre-tertiary education. So take good note. Then it develops the National Curriculum and Assessment Standard for pre-tertiary education institutions and other technical and vocational education and training institutions by this body. So it's very, very important that we get to know what it does. So by developing, assessing, reviewing, and improving the national curriculum is the work of the NaCCA. As we said, that the work or the second work is that it develops the National Curriculum and Assessment Standard for pre-tertiary education institution and other technical and vocational education training institution by assessing or by developing and reviewing and improving the national curriculum standard. Then 2, developing and reviewing and improving the national assessment standard. So that is the work of the NaCCA. Then the third one under the point 2 is that it approves teaching and learning material for the use by the pre-tertiary education institutions in Ghana. So we get to know these functions that these institutions perform when it comes to education. Then the fourth functions that is performed is that submitting reports on relevant recommendation to the minister on the achievement on learners. So it's very important that we get to know these things before we go and write our promotion exams. Then another function that is performed is that it collaborates with Ghana Education Service, the National Teaching Council, and then the National School Inspectorate Authority in the implementation of the curriculum. So it has a duty to work hand in hand with Ghana Education Service, the National Teaching Council, the National School Inspectorate Authority to implement the curriculum of the pre-tertiary education. Then the next one or the next functions that it performs that is ensures that inclusive and representative curriculum development processes are being achieved at the pre-tertiary education. Get to know these things before you go and write your promotion exam. Then it performs or it makes recommendation for the minister on the number of courses and elective subjects to be taught in the pre-tertiary institutions. So get to know this. It's the work of the NaCCA. Then the next one is review the subject and recommend a new subject for the further improvement of the education system in Ghana is in the hands of the NaCCA, the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. Then we can also get to know more functions performed by the NaCCA The NaCCA also recommend the pupil-teacher ratio for the pre-tertiary institution. It's the work of NaCCA to do all this. Then review the quality and the quantity of textbooks and other teaching and learning materials of educational values, and make appropriate recommendation for the minister. So the textbooks that comes in the market by other publishers or the public publishers or the private publishers, it is in the hands of the NaCCA to approve them, to make recommendations for these books to come out for the use of a Ghanaian child. Then the review of the criteria and the condition for the appointment of the members of the curriculum panel is also done by NaCCA. Get to know this before you go and write your promotion exams. Then it receives reports on monitoring, assessment, school-based assessment, and end of course or courses examination, and make relevant recommendation to improve the teaching and learning in the pre-tertiary institutions. Please get to know this before you go and write your promotion exam. Then review a yearly report on the school inspection from the National School Inspectorate Authority, and make recommendation for to the minister for periodic review of the curriculum. So reports are being made on anything that is done by the NaCCA for the improvement of the curriculum. Then another function that is performed is that it set up a new structure to assess teaching and learning at the various level of the pre-tertiary institutions. So if you are not being bothered, go through these things to know them before you go and write your exams. And last but not the least function is that it perform any other functions that is being appropriate, customary and culturally in any other function to the objects to this council. So get to know them before you go and write your promotion exams. If you don't mind, subscribe, like. In the comment section, show your grievances where you are lacking, or you can bring out the topics that you are lacking, then we discuss them. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, don't be selfish, and we shall meet another time. Bye bye. God bless you.